Yo, what is up everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, and once again we're back with another video like I said, and today I'm gonna be starting a brand new series. This one is called Plugin Showcase. Basically where I'll be showing out plugins, VSTs, synths, anything that's a plugin for sound or mixing or mastering, anything like that, showing it off, showing you what it can do, and showing you if it's worth buying or if you get it. And today we're gonna be taking a look at Circle 2 by FAW, Future Audio Workstation. Yeah, workstation. Oop, I got it wrong. But anyway, this is basically a brand new synthesizer, like silent, silent, massive, FM8, citrus, stuff like that nature to create sounds. But this has a brand new like synthesis in it called vector phase shaping, which is a brand new, pretty much a brand new type of synthesis that they came up with. That they created, worked with a college to discover this and develop it, and they put it only, and it's only available in their VST, which is right here, Circle 2, which already I can tell you this is an amazing plugin. Really like it. You need to check it out. But I'm gonna go over what everything can do. As far as I know, 'cause I'm still learning it myself, and I'll be doing some videos shortly about sound designing with it. And this is one of my favorites, and I'm gonna tell you why I like it and some things I don't like about it as well. But anyway, this is the interface. As you can see, it looks kind of taunting at first, like god dang, what the hell is going on? Because it has a lot of knobs and faders and buttons and different tabs, but it's very organized. That's what I like about this. It's very organized and very to get around. Let's just start off with the basics. As you see, this is the front interface, which is pretty cool, man. Like the colors. Yeah, don't worry about all this going on. But basically, what you have right here is you have 4 oscillators, which can be changed from the vector phase shifting to waveable to your regular analog oscillator. So basically, if you're familiar with silent or anything like that, you can use this kind of shaping, or if you like more in-depth stuff, you can use this kind, which you can click down and select the different various like waveforms they have. And the thing I like about using the waveable, you can select 2 waveforms. It's like one, and then just mix this little blend knob. You can blend between them and get like a whole new shape. So that's very interesting right there. You have your depending on which one you pick. If you pick analog, you have your course, which is basically like detuning it almost, kind of. In the octave, pretty much. Yeah, this is like for like to change the octave. Like, let me just do a new. Let me pick analog, and then just this. As you see, this is basically like changing the pitch or the octave. That's pretty much what that is. The width would be like detuning, so it would just be like detuning, and the fine would be like fine tuning the pitch. It's pretty cool. And then, like I said, you got your sine wave, looks like a square wave, 2 different square waves, and then a triangle wave. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, then you got the waveables, which like I said, you can select like these right here. That's the crazy one. Oh yeah, EDM growl noises. And I can select another one and then blend between them. And the same with, so you can already see this is a very powerful tool. Right off the bat, you can get some pretty cool sounds, especially for EDM music and all that, which I like to do. So yeah. And then this is the vector phase shaping, which I really don't understand at the moment, but it has a horizontal, vertical, and then the same thing. So basically, this is shaping it. You're shaping it yourself. So you're making a brand new type of shape. So make it tall like a growl. So that's pretty cool. So you can do some pretty good thing, get creative with it. Like I said, you have multiple oscillators, up to 4, which is pretty cool. All right, moving along, and we'll just pick a regular, let's see, go back, and then we'll pick just a regular sine wave. All right, next you have your mixer, which basically just mixing in. As you turn them on, you can just mix between the different oscillators, which is pretty neat. Right here you have the first effects panel, which there are different effects. So you have like a mouth filter, which is if you want to get a vowel sound with stuff. Let's see if I can. Let's get a sound that's got get a waveable. you can't really hear. Let's bring it out a little bit, bring the mix down. Give it that valley sound. So that mouth filter is pretty cool. You have fuzz distortion. You have parametric EQ, which is just basic parametric. It's parametric EQ. You have a shelving EQ. Do some cool, shelving and parametric. You can do some pretty cool stuff with that, like add some stuff in there. You can, just pretty cool. You have a phase filter, a phaser filter. Add a little phaser to it. You have, this is, I guess, crusher, like a bit crusher. Just crush the sound. And then you have a ring modulator. Add some ring noise. We'll leave it alone. So that's pretty cool. You have that, but then also you have another one right here. So you have another effects panel, which is basically the same effects as these. So if you want to add 2 effects, you have right there. Add them right there above. All right, in the middle, we have the filter section, which is your standard filters. Let's see, just as you can see. And you got different filter shapes. You got band pass, high pass, low pass, just standard filters, and you have your resonance. Which is pretty cool. But here's the, so basically that's standard, if you use silent and all that, basically the same thing. Also, the cool thing about the filter right here is you have a dual filter effect. We have 2 filters into one, so I can do 2 filters, and that's unique to just this software. Able to have 2 different filters, so I can be like, I can get that cool growly sound easy. I don't have like one oscillator to do that. I had to do a lot of patches to do like FMA and citrus to get the same, for my EDM music, the same type of effect. So, I'm doing one oscillator filter and that's it. And I already got the growl sound. So if you're EDM, this is one for you. So, and like I said, you change both their shapes. I can add one a band pass and one like a regular high pass or low pass. That's pretty unique, and I really do like that feature, and it gives more versatility to this VST, which I like. Next up here, you have your regular envelope, your ADSR envelope, which you know what that means, attack, delay, sustain, release. So you have your attack right here, you have your decay, you have your sustain, and you have your release. So make it go slow, fast, make it decay fast, make it sustain, make it crawl up, that type of thing. You can, bring it all back. We'll bring it back. Bring this thing. I can't grab it. There we go. All right, and also right here, the shape, you can the slope. This is the snap. It's called snap. You can control the slope of the filter. So you have it like, you can have it like very sharp sound. So you have it like that, or so that's pretty cool. Then you have another envelope. Also, if you bring down, you can change it from an envelope, a LFO. Let's change this back to an envelope, and then change this one to a LFO. Now you got matter of fact, we're gonna do this LFO. Here you go. It's the LFO, but in order to activate it, the cool thing about this, which I should say, you can pretty much modulate anything with anything almost. So how you do that is if I take this little blue dot, and they see the different dots in the corners of each one, take this blue dot and I drag it to one of these empty circles anywhere, like any of these circles I can put it into. If I take it right here with my oscillator, now it's being modulated by this, and I cut the FO out. So that's how you modulate stuff, which is pretty cool. It's basically like massive macros, pretty much, but you can modulate anything with anything, pretty much. So you can modulate the oscillator with the oscillator, which is kind of is unique, so that's why it makes it more versatile. But anyway, this is the LFO, so I'm gonna put it back on it so you can see what it's doing. And you know, you have your rate. You have your rate and how fast it go. You have your different shapes, which you can pick these crazy shapes. If you move them left and right, you see as I move the top one left and right, it kind of moves where it starts, the start end point. And then at the bottom, I can pick another shape, and then I can blend between them like this, and blend between, so I can get like a unique kind of, you know, I can get a pretty cool unique shape. I fade it in. How fast you want to fade in, the delay. You also have a sync, which syncs to the tempo, and a retrigger. So every time you hit the note, it retriggers, which is pretty cool. So we'll take that off. And if you want to take something off, say I put it right here, I don't like it, I can just take it off and it goes away. And also, if you put it on something, if you click it, it shows how much the amount you get. You can go on negative amounts or positive amounts. So 0 for it off, and then all the way up, you know. That's pretty cool. So you can mix and match and blend and really get really in depth with this this VST, which I really do like. Next, we have the sequencer, which is just a basic sequencer, you know. Play around with it, put it on this. Basic sequencer, you can, how smooth it is. I'm not too big on sequencers, but it's there if you need it. They're useful in their places, but for me, I don't really like it. I don't really like sequencers in any VST. That's not just Circle 2, so no throwing shade on Circle 2, just as mentioned, but it has its place if you need to make some cool sounds. Also, we have down here, we have feedback. How much feedback, you add some noise. Add some of that white noise, change it from high to low. You know, so there's that. Let's say you have another filter. The VCA, I'm not 100% sure what that is. I think that's just volume. Yeah, volume control, that's all that is, volume control. So volume control down here. All right, so that's pretty much the front panel when you first open it, pretty much. It's pretty cool. You have MIDI learn, so you can learn MIDI, so I can, you know, put something to a MIDI, so that's good. You have your master fader, forgot to point it out, all. Your MIDI channels, which, you know, you got multiple MIDI channels. You got, don't forget new save and save as, so if you want to save and bring up a new project. Now down here, this is what really gets more interesting. Sounds. They have one of the best organized systems when it comes to organizing. I love it. It is broken down into class, type, and style. So if I want to go to bass, hard, and then 2010, it breaks it down. Whoa, sorry. Which is pretty cool, and you can do multiple classes, you know, just depending. So you got organs, leads, pads. One thing about, if you click one and click another one, it combines them. So if you want, you gotta click once, go to the next one, click it off, and then, you know. So you got bass, drums, piano, organs, leads, pads, and mix. And you have high, low, hard, soft, moving, static, and wet. And then you have different genres days. So you got 1970, 1980, 1990s, 2000, 2010. And then you have sound effects and my sounds, which is basically my stuff, which I only have one. Also, it's right here. If I click it, I have one sound I made. I was messing around and made the sound. So, and yeah, I went kind of ham with it. And like I say, you see how I have, like, I'm, you know, triggering stuff by moving. I'm, you know, kind of just mixed up. And I really like, because like I said, you can add stuff. I want to add this LFO right here. Now it does some weird stuff. So yeah, that's what I like about it. It's very versatile. That's the one thing about this. It's very, very versatile, and you can do some crazy stuff with it, and I really do like that. So that's one thing. But back down here, we have your keyboard section, which you can put in the arpeggiator, you know, if you want. You have your glide, your glide. And I'm not really sure about the keyboard 1 and 2, but it's your glide. So if you want stuff to glide together, you know, you turn it all the way up. And then turn down. No glide, so that's pretty good. The bands, then I guess your velocities and stuff like that. Pretty cool. I like that you can turn it, you can't turn it on and off, but that's the keyboard part. Settings, if you choose your voicings, if you want it polyphonic, you want it to be unison, you have your unison. Be careful with that unison, because I turned it all the way up by accident one time and it crashed my system. So be careful with both of these. Yeah, sync to the host tempo if you want to. And you have some other little random, you have a randomizer function, which I ain't really gotten to that yet, but it's there. Global detuning, so you want to globally detune everything. And then the master tone, change the tone of the whole thing. And like I said, legato, you know, if you want it legato or not. I like it legato. Next we have the effects tab, which is more effects, which that's what I like. Then they separate in 3 sections. You have choruses, phasers, reverb, echo, double echo, ping pong echo, a panner, a bucket delay, and tube distortion. So you have more effects in this effects tab. So you have effects built in right here. Then if you go to effects, you have more effects, which is very cool, very useful, and very unique, and very helpful, because you can get, like I said, this is what makes this a very versatile synthesizer. And then we have control, which is I haven't been messing with, but I guess that is to type in minutes and stuff, and I'm not worried about that. But yeah, so that is a little overview of Circle 2. Like I said, it's very unique, it's very useful, very powerful. I only had it for about 2 days now, and already, like, the first day I was learning what everything do, and the second day I made this sound literally in about 10 minutes. I made this sound. And that's from scratch. Like I said, I made it all from scratch, starting off with just going 1 oscillator at a time and just filtering it. And it may look complicated, but once you understand, it is very good. Like I said, it's very good synthesizer, just for the fact that you can modulate anything. I mean, you can't really do that in any other. You can't, period, in any other VST, which makes it amazing for sound design. If you're a sound designer, this is a great plugin, because you can really get creative and really do some weird sounds and stuff. And if you're like just starting out and you want something that's powerful but can be simple at the same time, this is a very good one, you know, so you can learn as you're sound designing and making your sound. Because like I said, it's good to be able to, you know, click a preset, but being able to create your own sound from scratch will make you a very dangerous producer, because I mean, nobody can touch you pretty much, because you can always have something new every time you changing. So like I said, I recommend. Some things I don't like about it is the selection of sounds that come with it is very limiting, in my opinion. Their factory sounds, it has a good bit, but they could be more, especially for starting out. But hopefully they'll make packs for that in the future where you can get more sounds. So I'm looking forward to that, to make expansions. I wouldn't mind making an expansion folder for this, you know, for people. I might just make me one and then, you know, and send it off, you know. But that's one thing I didn't like. Like I said, at first when you first open it, it is a little confusing. You have to go through it, so you know it's not like you're gonna get it the first time you open it. I think that there's some sounds I try to create, like, that are simpler to create in other VSTs that, you know, took me a little figuring out to get to, which, you know, so it's not, like I say, it's not really for beginners. This is like if you're if you're intermediate to, you know how to sound design, this is a great place to start. For $160, it's worth the buy. And like I said, their customer service is amazing. I emailed them with questions and they got back to me within the day or hours. So I do like that. So you get great customer service and they can help you with anything. I suggest picking it up. Go to FAW.com and Circle 2. It says it's the same price as Silent. And you get more, 10 times more. Like I said, it's basically like having FM synthesis and subtractive synthesis all in one. But with that being said, this is my overview of FAW Circle 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like it. You know, like I said, hope this opened your eyes and maybe you might want to purchase this. Hope, I don't know, or if it makes you want to stay away from it, I don't know. But demo it. You get a what, I think a 10 to 14 day demo. Try it out. If you like it, purchase it. Great software. Like I said, great customer service. So shout out to FAW for that. Keep up these products, and hopefully, you know, they'll release some updates and stuff like that too that might fix some small issues or add some more sounds. I really found many issues, just like I said, it's limited with sounds. But with that being said, it's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, not motivated by the money, but the likes, comments, subscribes, and views. So please keep it coming. And if you got any questions about this, I'll be happy to answer them about anything pretty much. So I hope you enjoyed this. Also, I will be doing sound design videos using Circle 2 coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that also. So with that being said, I shall see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a good day.